Being an amazing artist is not the only reason someone's going to follow you. Let's talk about making content as an artist. I'm Liz, and I've been doing art account audits for other artists. You would like one? The sign up is in my link. I'm gonna be so honest. I was stumped, and I have procrastinated this audit a little bit because it's an artist I love. In fact, it's an artist I never thought would even see my account, let alone care about my account. But not only did she purchase an audit from me, she also wanted a roadmap, which is a tailored content plan just for you. She has 200,000 followers. I'm talking about Gremren. She's a phenomenal artist, and the reason that this took me so long is because I am a fan. When I have already been following an account, it's not as blind of an audit as I usually like it to be. So I've taken a step back and removed myself from the thought of being a fan, and I am looking at her content only through analytical eyes. I've worked in social media for a long time, marketing for a long time, and I grew this account from 100 followers to almost 26,000 in the matter of 5 months. I teach artists all kinds of things. The bulk of what I do is teaching about content. And what makes me different than other content coaches is I practice what I preach. I am actually an artist trying to make money online. I am actually a small business owner, and most of what I do is sell art. And I'm just trying to help artists learn how to market themselves, make money from their art, make better content. When artists do an audit with me, the first thing that they have to do is fill out a Google form. The Google form asks them all kinds of questions. Their posting frequency, how comfortable they feel on camera, what they think their biggest weaknesses are when it comes to making content, all kinds of stuff. It's a little bit of a lengthy process. If you get an audit, you can expect to spend 20 to 30 minutes on it if you really want to be detailed. The more details you give me, the more detailed I can be back. In this analysis, we're going to review Gremren's strengths, weaknesses, and goals. Save this because it might apply to you too. While looking at Gremren's most popular content, I noticed that her most popular content had her personality shown. She is articulate. It helps that she is a talented artist with a clear style. She is opinionated, and that's a good thing. It breaks my heart to say Gremren's weaknesses. She is inconsistent. When I scrolled back on her page, I saw that she used to post constantly. That's when she was having a string of 78K views, 10K views, all in a row. It's because she was posting every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Unfortunately for artists on TikTok, this is how TikTok works. You do have to stay constantly pushing out content. Personally, I think everyone should be posting every single day. Make that a mix of high effort and low effort content. And Gremren here used to post so much, but now it's looking like it's every couple of days, but not with consistent spacing. The TikTok AI gods don't like that. I've also noticed that she has quieted herself, whether that is because life got busy, because people on the internet are frankly mean. Once you start showing up online, people come out of the woodworks to be an asshole to you. Gremren's most popular content are when she is yapping. It doesn't have to be anything about particular. I notice the same amount of view volume, educational content, or yapper content. She covers a broad range of topics. Her ultimate skill is the art of yap. So it's not surprising that the more filler content I'm seeing, it's not you presenting your personality, your opinions, like your controversial opinion post about different types of art supplies or techniques or ways to do things as an artist. Those are your most popular ones, especially the ones I want to say you start with controversial opinion, but she does this without showing her face. She does show her face in her content, but actually her most popular content, her face is not in it. But she is speaking. She is talking about what's going on in her life. She's talking about opinions as an artist, and that's what people are connecting with. Her content recently, and I want to say within the last mostly probably 6 months, has been more filler content where it's either just a slideshow once or twice a week or just footage over B-roll. And the thing about Gremren, people follow for her, not necessarily her art, not necessarily for anything else. They love her personality, her opinion. They want to hear from you. Gremren's goals is to post 4 times a week with a schedule that works and is intentional, not just posting to post. To make that work across platforms without burning out. Ultimately, to increase sales. She doesn't want to be just known for tutorials, take forever to make, and then she wants to attract more people to buy her art, not just see how she... I never share what the roadmaps look like because they are very private and very intentional documents that are just for the artist, and there is going to be more in there that is just for Gremren, but for the sake of transparency, I want to show what people get when they get a roadmap, because it has changed since the days of my blueprints. I have found more of what people need is a calendar that makes sense, that already navigates low effort versus high effort for them, I feel like before I was getting way too into the weeds and way too into the details of certain other aspects of content strategy. So this content roadmap is what to post, when to post, and how to batch that content. And for Gremren, there is going to be a little bit extra in there about how she can navigate this across platforms. The good thing about your account is that your content doesn't have to change. What you are doing doesn't technically have to change. You have very good quality, your lighting's amazing, your art's amazing, your personality's already great, you show up on camera, you're not scared to talk about nearly anything. So the only thing you even need to implement is a schedule. Probably honestly how to batch content. When I'm making a content plan, I like to figure out the pillars first. For Gremren, it's going to be sales, education, and inspiration. Let's break down sales into low effort and high effort content. When I say low effort, I mean it doesn't take a lot of time to make. You could probably film and edit in the span of minutes instead of hours. Balancing low effort and high effort content, it's a scale. If you do too much low effort, you are going to lower your engagement, lower new follower count, lower people who convert. Do too much high effort content, you're going to burn out, because it takes hours to make sometimes. I'm going to brainstorm some ideas how you can generate sales with your content, just the pure idea, not how the actual video looks yet. And we will figure out what low effort looks like versus high effort for the same category. 6 ideas I came up for generating sales off of Gremren's account: branded content, product placements, TikTok shop, transformation, storytelling, and education. I know that seems broad, but it helps put our mind in the right placement to start then coming up with videos. Now when we're talking about low effort, we're talking about the format of the video. Effort videos are things like slideshows, edits, and by edits, editing your process to the beat of music, or you're editing just a showcase of your work to the beat of some music. Talking head, which is what this style of video is, where I'm just kind of yapping at the camera. One-step videos. One-step video is where you take one part of your process, very minuscule part of your process, and you break it down. As one step is easier to engage with as an audience member. It reaps the benefits of a tutorial without having to be a full-blown tutorial. High effort content ideas are story times, get ready with me's, day in the life videos, and then your full tutorial. The idea is that your low effort content is going to be 7 seconds to 3 minutes. Remember, for every minute of filming that you do, you probably have 10 minutes of editing. High effort content, yours are going to be about 3 to 10 minutes. Since we are battling the big monster of burnout, we are going to decide to do 3 low effort a week, 1 high effort a week. The thing about having these pillars is that not every single one has to be about sales. So if we are posting 4 times a week, you can mix and match these ideas. Have 2 posts that are about sales, 1 post that's all education, and 1 that's about inspiration. Of this video, let's talk about sales some more. Gremren will be receiving the full breakdown of the entire roadmap going into the pillars of education and inspiration as well. Gremren, I happen to know that she already likes to do the slideshows, yapper style content.